Say hello, everybody.
Hello, hello.
It is Wednesday night. Nothing's happening behind the scenes. Time for Rise of the Everchosen.
Well, welcome on in. If you guys enjoy our brand of chaos as much as we enjoy playing it, please give us a follow. It helps out greatly. Down below, you'll find links to our Discord, YouTube, as well as TikTok and Booty's Twitch. Tank, I need my leg, please. Thank you. Our Discord is free and open to everybody. Please come on in. We'd love to see you there. Our YouTube, we put up replays for our sessions 2 days after the fact. And we're getting into YouTube Shorts. Azure TikTok does a lot of D&D themed videos and some other ones beside. They're all pretty great, so go watch them. Go check them out. I think you'll enjoy them. Booty's Twitch, he's open. He streams once or twice a week, and he's always friendly and engaging with the chat. So I think you'd enjoy hanging out with him. And we also have a link down below for Springer's Knives. Springer over there makes knives on the side, and they're all pretty great. I have one myself, and I love it. And go explore that.
We left the oasis, we crossed the desert. We came to the ruins. We thought we were going to meet people here. When we got here, it was a bloodbath. There was blood, bodies hidden in the houses. We were looking for clues on what it all meant. Possibly looking for clues on an underground road to get to wherever we're supposed to go, or something like that, based off of the riddle that we got several sessions back. Let me see if I can bring up the riddle. Well, anyway, we were trying to figure it out. We walked into a mummy's tomb, activated several guardians and a mummy. Othira got pounded by the mummy. I mean, she just got obliterated. Undead came out in swarms, and Cardinal, not Fox, just poofed them. Fires, killed them all, mostly. And we are in the middle of the battle when we are bringing this up for this session. How much did I miss?
I mean, I covered all the broad points.
Now, Cardinal, under the control of Fox, what would you like to do?
Oh, you really just throw shit at me. Okay, where's the big skeleton? Right there. Othira is looking bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know how bad she is.
I've yelled out that Othira needs help.
Oh, I can't
But
see her.
there's-
Okay.
But
Has
there's
anybody tried
catches that you
healing
don't know
her?
about.
That
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
Yes, Calgar tried and it failed.
Okay.
Yeah, I pumped a healing into her, and literally nothing happened.
Oh, brother. You shouted out that Othira needs help, right?
Yeah. The
I
mummy
guess you
crit
would
her.
know that she was in the tomb, so she's like in this area.
Gotcha. Give me a second just to get my brain sorted. I think I'm gonna do a mass healing word with a bonus action just to get everybody up. And up. Where's my spiritual weapon? Back here. Spiritual weapon.
Is mass healing word? Do you need to be able to see them?
No. I don't think so.
Oh, that's cool.
Six creatures of your choice that you can see. Yeah, okay. Well, fuck me. As a bonus action, you can move it. Okay, so for my bonus action, I'm going to use Spiritual Weapon to go up to this bleeding guy over here. And have it attack. Hopefully take him out.
That got sent privately.
Why would you do that?
You know you can actually do the
Curious.
attack from the spiritual weapon, right?
I do?
Yeah.
Well, shit. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, move
gonna
and attack is under features.
Strafe around this guy. Would I get an opportunity attack from that skeleton if I move this way?
The one that was right like behind you there,
Yeah.
he has a pike, so he's got 10-foot reach, so he's gonna hit you if you move.
Okay, hit me. What should I do? Misses.
He missed.
Nice. Okay, well, always good since there's a bunch around us and this giant. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians with my action.
Ooh, fancy.
Yes. Go.
Take it off of the stupid private GM roll.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There you go. So these two inside of my magic circle have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Roll the damage.
It doesn't let me.
Hmm.
Give me a second.
Add it to the
Does
DM
that go
to-do
around
list.
corners?
It is a wisdom save.
10 radiant damage. DC is 17.
Giant has advantage. That's interesting. Let's try that again.
Does that go... Does Spirit Guardians like go around corners and stuff, or does it get blocked?
Yes, I believe it goes around. It's a 15-foot emanation.
Nifty.
Yeah.
15. 1-5.
Yes. Okay, that one passes.
Just park yourself
he'll take-
behind a wall.
Yeah, he'll take half, so it's all gonna be radiant. And I'm gonna keep moving. The skeleton guy, does he...
go around?
I'm pretty sure it does. No?
Oh yeah, no, it's still gonna be slowed.
Okay. I'm gonna go to
Um,
this area.
so you're gonna take another opportunity attack from.
Okay, I wanted to check
commander?
before. So this guy has reach or no?
The commander, so the skeleton has reach,
Mm-hmm.
and the giant also has 10-foot reach.
Okay, then I will go here instead. So I will still be within everything, and I can see the others for anything else. That is my turn. Action, bonus action. Yep.
I'm just gonna look something up here quick, because I want to know if that one tomb guard got hit by the emanation.
An emanation is an area effect that extends in straight lines from a creature or an object in all directions. The effect that creates an emanation specifies the distance it extends. Emanation moves with a creature or object that is its origin unless it's an instantaneous or stationary effect. An emanation's origin, creature, or object isn't included in the area of effect unless its creator decides otherwise. So it kind of sounds
Okay.
like it.
Well, the straight lines to me would say that it
Yeah.
doesn't go
Doesn't.
around corners.
Yeah.
GM's ruling. Go for it.
And then
Yeah, no,
for,
we'll go with that.
For the spirit guardians, it is when the emanation enters a creature's space, or when a creature enters the emanation or ends its turn there.
Yes. Yeah. Forley's gonna run over and go chompy chomp. Fails. She does not get her breath weapon back. And then Tobias.
All right, I'm gonna back up a hair, and the one right next to me already used its reaction on Caligar last round. And I'm gonna use my oath bow to take my 2 shots at the mummy.
Okay. 1 second. So let's see. So on your first shot, the 1-2 guard's gonna put a shield in front of the mummy, so you're gonna be at disadvantage, which cancels out your advantage.
Okay. Oh shit. 13 still hits?
Still hits. Okay. How does the mummy die?
I see the guardian starting to raise the shield, and I take my shot under where the shield's going, and just take him out at the hip, and he just collapses into a pile of dust back into the room. And then I'm gonna switch to my regular bow, take a shot at the guardian that was right next to me. And then that's just normal. Oh, that was really low. I'm going to use Piercer. Move that
Sure.
out of the way. Where is it? Piercer, so that means I get to roll that D8
It's an
for an extra 5 damage. And as I'm backing out of the room, taking shots, I'm going to say Othir's, and as I look up, there's a giant skeleton right there. I'm going, oh, shit! And I'm just going to back up more.
Question.
And get on the other side of everyone.
Oh, there's what?
Since the mummy is dead, am I still frightened? It said till the end of its next turn, but it doesn't have a turn anymore because it's dead.
Makes sense that if a creature dies, its effect stops.
You're no longer afraid.
Thank you.
And I'm going to... No, I'm not going to do anything. That's my turn right there.
Okay. The horse is still waiting for Othira. Giant time. It's putting all 3 attacks into Caligar.
That's fine.
And you got your cloak back, or did I hit you last time?
I have it. Because it comes up every time it hits my turn.
$21?
I'll pop a shield.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, it's literally my role.
Fucking shield. That last one was a 21 as well. I rolled to see who the attacks were, and I rolled 3 ones. They all go on to Caligar. I wanted to spread the love.
Nice.
Alder.
Now, question: the wall is like halfway in this space here. Do I feel like I could get there?
Yeah, that's where I was standing.
Try.
I was just standing right there, so you can get there.
Okay.
Yeah, don't go off of what the wall looks like. Go off of what the system lets you do.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna get up, flank this thing. First attack with the vicious short sword. At advantage because I'm flanking. It's a 26.
Yep.
18 damage.
Okay, that one dies.
I can't do the follow-up dagger attack if I move, correct? Because it separates the...
You can separate your attacks, but keep in mind that you threw the baleful talon.
Yes, I still have the vicious dagger.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I can split your attacks.
I will risk it for a biscuit.
Now that one, I'm gonna say is gonna have cover because Othira is blocking the entrance. So you'd be -2 to hit.
You can do it.
Yeah, -2 is nothing.
Bonus action. That's not the right one. What is it?
You just throw a dagger and teleport.
Yep. Because I'm assuming I can't run through that doorway if it's...
No.
Oh my god, it's saying my path is blocked? I can literally see it. Vicious dagger. Advantage. I'm just getting to where I would have flanked. So I'm just showing that by getting across from it. 14 hits. Normal, but I'm going to add 5d6 sneak attack. We're gonna do... Let me double check I got this right. 4d6, but I'm going to make it a trip attack.
Okay.
Where's the button for that? I'm gonna click the sneak attack button separate because I believe that's how I do that.
Trip attack. Isn't that Battlemaster?
No. It's cunning strike. You sacrifice a d6 from the sneak attack to do funky shit.
Sick.
I probably should have just rolled the 4d6 then on the other one, but I'll just roll it here for brevity's sake.
Yeah, because the sneak attack's not a different type now. It's the same damage as the weapon causing it.
Yeah. I just didn't know if doing the cunning strike would do the sneak attack minus the the cost of the trip attack. So an extra 13. Did it fail?
Oh yeah, it fell.
Okay.
Yep.
I was reading and make sure I was doing it right. So it's prone. I have movement left. I do not. Turn.
The companion is just gonna poke the dragon that ran up to it. So Borla gets hit for 9. It's 2. The second one just skids off her scales. And this one's going after the irritatingly bright and shiny cleric.
Irritating. How dare you?
You're giving it a headache. 21 to hit.
I do that. Yeah, that hits.
$14 damage.
Mm-hmm. Do I have Warcaster? No. That's Spirit Guardian's down.
It's a perfect time for a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Let's stab you again. Why did it roll? I missed anyways. Okay. Did they ever say how long she was gonna be?
I don't know.
She did not. She said she was going to run a little late today because of work, but she didn't say how long.
Well, now that the mummy's down, she's not necessarily worried about being instant-gibbed, so she'll just keep attacking. She'll attack it again because that was actually a pretty stellar roll. So she lays her axe into the one that you knocked down, Elder, and just dismantles it piece by piece. Calgar!
Oh. That didn't work. Accidentally hit the kill button.
No! Gallagher.
Gallagher has a heart attack. He's gone.
In the immortal words of Monty Python, not dead yet!
I'm going to... Where is it? Bring out my cannon.
Bring out your dead.
Make it tiny. And I'm gonna plonk it on my shoulder. And this one's gonna be the flamethrower. Okay, its damage is off. For some reason, it wants to do double. It wants to do 48 when it's supposed to just do 2. So I'm just gonna close that out and just roll 2. So for a 11 damage, it is a DC. Double check the spell. DC 18, Dex save.
The giant rolls a natural 20 to save.
And the other guy?
He fails. So that was 11.
Yes.
Does he
So
take
he's
half
gonna get
damage
nice-
if he fails?
Think so. Each creature takes half that on a dex save. Yeah, so he still takes half.
Okay.
Hello.
You're still alive.
That's good.
I was worried for a sec
Alright.
because I read the rest of what the mummy does. If it dropped you to 0, it would have killed you
I know.
and reduced you to dust.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, mummies are brutal.
Yep. Alright.
I'm still. One of the team guards just hit you for a crit, Amber.
Okay. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I can't see you around the corner. I can't do anything about it.
I mean, you couldn't heal me anyway.
And he's gonna run over and hit Alder.
Is she still up, or do I see her fall?
She went down.
Okay, because she doesn't have the unconscious condition for me. That's why I was asking.
That's okay. It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Is that better?
Yep. I was just asking because I don't know your HP. But it looked like
Yep.
it was 0.
So I just see her fall in the corner. Fuck.
Okay, Cardinal.
Well, since I don't know what the fuck is up with her,
Oh shit! Sorry.
Did Caligar say
I
that he
wouldn't-
couldn't heal me?
I was about to
forgot.
say. I would. Gallagher would have remembered, even though I was distracted by getting myself food.
Caligar, roll an intelligence for me.
Gallagher would have hopefully remembered. Straight check.
Just a straight intelligence check.
It was
I
18.
saw that one.
It was so
Yeah. You like when the spell didn't go off, or like it went off but nothing happened. You kind of backed out of the room, going, "I can't heal her."
Dungeon Master, would I know what is afflicting her, given that we are surrounded by mummies and she can't be healed?
Roll a history or Arcana.
I feel like history Arcana. Okay, history. That's a 3.
You've heard the lores and the legends that you've heard are more central to the eastern half of the world. This is still very new to you.
Okay, fuck. Okay, fine. I will do mass healing word. Because that's what makes sense. And since I can see her, Alder, I can't see you, so my bad.
Don't worry about it.
Just don't target Othira because the spell's not going to work on her.
Will
Okay.
it stabilize me? So I'm not rolling death saves. Because it says I can't heal, but it doesn't say anything about not being able to stabilize.
Roll a d20 for me.
Me?
Yeah, you. Nope.
Alright.
Well, I'm gonna give Gormaid some healing, since apparently, and I will target Othira, but she won't get it. So
Although I think he despawns, I think we switched it so that he despawns, doesn't he?
does he?
I don't know. I can't remember.
No.
No? Okay.
Okay,
Alright,
I'll
well,
mass healing word.
since I'm dying and it was just my turn, I'm getting something to eat.
You do that. Why is it 3d4? What is going on? It should be 10 points of healing, not 12. For some reason it rolls 3d4.
That's interesting.
Yep. Everybody except Alder and Athera, including Frorley and the horse.
Yay!
Do you want us to add it ourselves?
Everyone had
Uh-oh.
less than 10 damage taken. So, except for you, you're the only one that took more than that.
Okay.
You can take off that
Bonus-
extra 2.
Okay. I will. Bonus action done. Action, I'm going to double down on this guy. God, I don't even know that she's dying. This is my nightmare.
I mean, it's
Right
pretty
here.
clear that I didn't heal.
Is it?
Well, I didn't get up.
Yeah, because like the spell goes off and like you see the energy go out and it touches everyone and like it goes over her, but where that energy kind of like goes into their bodies, you watch it kind of like just slide over and just dissipates.
In that case, I can run to her, taking whatever you want to hit me with.
Yes, I do. First one. Why is it doing that again? It missed.
It did? Okay.
It rolled with advantage, even though it shouldn't have rolled with advantage. So I just took the first dice, which was a 6 plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
And the giant missed you as well.
Perfect. I'm gonna go over to her and do spare the dying, since apparently healing word didn't work, and that's my action. At the very least, this is necromancy, which should.
Yeah, that works.
That's all I got.
Okay, Frorley goes Trappy Chomp.
Come on, Froily.
She finds like the one piece of armor that's still intact and doesn't quite get her teeth through it. Tobias.
All right, Tobias. Excuse me. Tobias is going to use piercing arrow. See if I can. That's how you do it, right there. And I'm going to shoot it north at these two guys. And they need to make D8 plus 3. Nope, that's not right. 1d8 plus 4. They need to make DC 15 saving throws.
Does that give you an option for rolling damage?
Yeah. I got to
Click the
roll it
button.
first.
Click it first, yeah.
It's 1d6 plus 4. Sorry, the damage is messed up. 1.
They both fail.
So they both take 17 damage each. And then I'm going to take a shot at the skeleton commander right next to Frorley with my longbow. And yeah. For a 30.
Yep, that hits.
And 15 damage.
Okay. He's looking rough,
And
but
then
he's
I'm
still
just
standing.
I'm just gonna back away a hair so that Gormain is between me and the everything. And that is all I can do. It's the end of Tobias's turn.
So, Amber, Gormain is pissed because Gormain has that connection, knows that you went down. You have control over Gormain, yes?
Yep.
Have at her.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. Um. So, I've got a. What is this one here?
Skeleton commander. Skeleton with a pike.
And then, okay, that's Caligar. I'm going to come over. Doop. And does he have multi-attack? No, just one. Okay, so he is going to kick him as hard as he can.
Okay.
Very missing.
Mhm.
Yep. That's it. End turn. Oh, he would no longer have the dodge condition. If he has it on.
Alright, so the giant is going to swing. It does 1 into Gormain.
Come on, the pretty pony does not need to get hit.
It's hit for a 19 and takes a whopping 9 damage. And then 2 attacks are going into Caligar. Just 1 miss. And the second one missed because that stupid fucking dwarf.
That means I'm doing my job properly.
Make all dwarves proud.
Alder.
All right. Alder tries to get the attention of the tomb guard in front of them. He's like, hey, come on there, big guy. We'll see what you can do. I will.
It's looking right at you. He just ran up and stabbed you.
I know. I'm going to keep trying to keep its attention. Bonus action, steady aim. Give myself advantage on these attacks. Vicious short
On
sword.
your next attack.
On my next attack? Okay, that's fine. Vicious short sword with advantage. 15 hits. $12 damage. Next attack at advantage because of the Vex property on the short sword.
Yep.
Make sure I click the right dagger.
Good thing you
23
have advantage.
hits. And I will do a sneak attack. I'm not going to trip it. Plus 5, 6.
That dagger with sneak attack hits like a fucking truck.
For 33 damage.
Damn.
It had 32 left. How does it die?
So short sword attack kind of like comes right across and like kind of as it just cuts through the chest, catches the shield, and then he just comes over the top and plunges the dagger straight into its chest.
Cool.
And then people need me, so it's time to go get back in the action. Door stuck.
Go on top of Othira and then
And enter.
No,
Oh,
don't
wait,
step
no.
on it there.
I can't do
Shield
that
her.
because I steady aimed, so my movement is 0 for the rest of my turn. Sorry.
Yep, you're right.
Get back in your spot.
At least I caught myself.
Pokey poke the dragon. Stop doing that.
He's not doing anything. I think that's the problem.
Well, no, it's like I hit the button to attack, and then I'm hitting my push to talk, which is then activating it because it hasn't gone through with the attack yet. Certain stupid things.
Yeah, joys of Foundry.
Oh, I don't have Othira's face on stream. I'm so sorry.
How could you do this?
I mean, I'm currently eating, so
You want me to wait?
Look,
I don't care.
Slay. Me too, sister.
Still attacking that fucking dwarf.
You know it.
Oh, that was gonna be a crit. Come on. Except it would have been disadvantaged, so it wouldn't have mattered. Othira does nothing because you're stabilized. Whoops.
Sorry, I hit the end turn.
What the hell's going on?
Bling.
Nobody touch buttons.
I
Why
haven't
is
hit
it-
anything.
I hit end turn, I think, when you... There.
There
yeah,
we go.
that's better.
It's Caligar's turn. Perfect.
Yes, I get to make things go whoosh. So, bonus action, my cannon is going to light them up. Yeah, its damage is busted, so just roll 2d8s. For 8 damage with a DC 18 dex save.
They both fail.
So they both take 8. They get cooked a little bit. And since there's 2 of them,
Kind of makes you wonder what cooked skeleton smells like.
You ever
smells
burn
like
sand?
burnt
True
bones.
cook.
From 20 to 1. The Guide to Dex Saving Throws by Big Daddy Bones.
Big Daddy Bones.
So that's another 18 deck save.
That's some bullshit right there.
I fucking love your commitment to create bonfire.
It's,
I mean,
I
it is
plop
a
it.
really good spell.
I plop it down,
Not
they
one
cook,
did.
and then I get to beat them upside the head.
Yeah, that's 2 net ones for the giant.
So he takes another 13. And... Nice. So as this like black flame rolls out, it just kind of starts swallowing up this commander from his feet up as it starts disintegrating it into ash. And that's my turn.
Now, I distinctly remember buying Mummy Rot Antidote, and I believe Othira has it in her belt or pack or whatever, so I'm gonna take it out where she has it and give it to her. With my bonus action, because feeding potions is a bonus action.
Feeding potions is a
Feeding
bonus
potions
action?
is an action.
Nope. In the new rules, taking
Is
and
it?
giving is a bonus action. I just
Oh,
corrected
is
Bonnie.
giving too?
It is.
Oh!
It is.
Oh!
Oh.
Snap! The rules,
Rules
lawyer
lawyer
got
just got rules loyal. Royal
Fuck,
loyal.
you screwed up my loyal too.
Rules lawyered.
Ah, snap.
You make it sound like this is the first time it's happened, but there have been numerous times you guys
Isn't-
have corrected me already, so go fuck yourselves.
Hey, we're excited, okay, man?
I say it
Yeah.
with love, but Othira, get up. So she is no longer rotted, and I would like to. I guess I can do a mass healing word now. You're still behind there, Older, aren't you?
Yeah. Don't worry about me.
I'm not gonna bother. Okay, I'll
I'm
just
at
give
full,
her
so I don't
full
need.
cure wounds.
Yeah.
I'll give her full cure wounds. Level 2. Get
I
up,
took
girl.
the potion out of your.
Oh, yeah. Or you did, or I do?
I took it out.
Okay, cool.
That is 27 healing for you. Say, Othira, there's a big guy. We need our big girl. Come on now.
Thank you.
You're
I'll get on
welcome.
it. I'm coming.
Right away, please. Now that I'm gonna go back to join the fight.
So I can remove the cursed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm not dehydrated. What the fuck, man? Cursed. Hmm.
Okay, I'll be back in a second.
Child aggro.
So, guys, that was I can't believe I actually know one of the new.
I'm so proud of you.
Dude, that is awesome.
I know. Because it's a really important one.
Told you we had that potion.
I didn't realize
Yeah,
it was not
no.
on any sheet I could see. I didn't remember.
Yeah, no, we bought it together, and I bought it and put it on my character, and then promptly forgot about it.
Who would have thought it would have been useful, you know?
I want to crit on the Baleful Talons so bad.
That would be so nasty.
It's only a matter
Oh
of time.
god, that would be brutal.
Like, even then, if I roll a 19, I'll still be happy. But a crit,
Yeah.
I could be well into the triple digits. Well, in the
Nice.
triple digits on one attack. Depending on what level it happens at, because it does 66 necrotic if they fail a con save. And I'd be adding 5d6 on top of that, plus the base damage.
I
Yeah,
can
so
help you
all
hit
of
it.
that. Oh, that would be.
If you miss, I still have one channel divinity to give you a +10.
Well, it's a 19 on the die.
Yeah, if the Baleful Talon rolls a 19 or 20, it has its special proc effect. The nice thing is it doesn't have any charges, so you could, if you consistently roll them, you could just do it infinitely.
Interesting.
Yeah. And the way that I'm set up, even if I lose the Vicious Short Sword, my Psychic Blade still has the Vex property, so I still give myself advantage on a dagger attack.
Mm-hmm.
Playing rogues
Yeah,
are cool.
that's a really nice setup.
Let's check in with chat while we wait for Azro. Chatties, how you doing, chats?
We're checking
Who's
in.
chat?
I am
and
here.
he's back. God damn it.
That child. The moment I get upstairs. Oh, she's fine. She's happy now.
It do be like that.
I mean, he literally had 2 children that are me. And I laugh every day of my life.
So, Furley, frustrated the fact that she got nothing but metal plate last time, just goes for the throat and rips its fucking head off.
Nice.
Noise.
With a
Caligar's gonna look past Gourmet and just, that's my girl!
Tobias was queuing up on the skeleton next to Frawley, but now that it's gone down, he's going to shift his aim over to the large skeleton and take a couple of shots. Fourteen misses. And there's nothing else on the board. Shoot. All right. I'm going to take another shot with the longbow. Oh no. 16 misses.
16 misses.
I'm gonna help you with that. Fuck it. I'll do a Channel Divinity Guided Strike plus 10.
So just click the attack again, roll with like a plus 20.
And he crits.
Close.
Ooh, max damage.
17 damage. Perfect.
I
Now
have
just
17 left, you
nod
son of a
towards,
bitch.
I'm gonna give Tobias a thumbs up.
Tobias will just nod back after the first shot just went off its shoulder plane, careened off into the distance. And that is Tobias's turn.
Caligar's gonna look over at him. That still only counts as one!
There's a 1d16.
That was to find out which way it collapses.
Mm.
It actually falls
Mhm,
away
mhm.
from the group, so
Okay.
it was gonna fall on Gourmet if I had gone the other way.
Does Gourmet know that I'm up now?
Gourmet like feels like you have that connection. So once like you get that breath in your lungs, your consciousness sparks awake, that connection's renewed, and
Okay,
he kind of
so
like
then he
calms down a little
dodged.
bit.
Oh shoot.
Okay.
There's nothing else to fight. The fight's over.
I've
The fight's over. Okay.
been on the roleplay scene this whole time.
Oh no!
It's okay.
Oh well.
Stuff
Well-
happens.
We're on the roleplay scene now.
I will add, since Amber wasn't here, the last thing you saw before you got knocked unconscious was me just bamf behind the thing you were fighting, cut its Achilles tendon, it fell, you killed it, I fought the other thing after it killed you.
Nice. Okay.
I would say it doesn't have an Achilles tendon, but Tomb Guard are like semi-mummified, so it actually would. So yeah, that works.
Awesome.
Ligaments.
I stand up. I mean, I did my job, man. I fucking tanked that room.
Yeah.
and let you guys do the other shit. So
I'd like to
I'm
go.
kind of proud of myself.
I'd like to go recover my baleful talon from the mummy commander I threw it at.
You do.
Okay, perfect.
I want to search the sarcophagus once everybody is together. Because that has to have something in there.
Yeah, no, we're definitely going to be searching that room. Sorry, what do you want to buy?
Yeah. Well, you, Azrael, you said that the mummy protectors were wearing golden armor. I'd like to take out a dagger and just kind of scratch the armor to see if it's real gold.
It's not.
Real gold would be
Ow.
stupid armor.
Yeah, well, Tobias will say to Athera, well, you know how these mummies are. They take all their riches with them to the afterlife. So I hoped it would be real gold.
I mean, unless it's magical, gold is too pliable. You
didn't
might
say
be
it was a
able
Okay, so
smart
you're
mummy.
searching.
Yeah.
You might be able to scrape off the gold plating.
Well, Tobias is just sad that it's not actual hunks of gold. That's all Tobias wanted to do for now.
I'm gonna go up to Athera and just check her for any like remaining hints of mummy rot. Just be like, stick your tongue out, say ah.
She does as you say.
You're clear. Good thing we bought that potion.
She pats you on the shoulder. Thank you for remembering and getting me back up. That was a
That's
lot
what
of
I do.
fun.
It was.
I forgot you had that.
Remember, guys,
Okay,
hurting
so
is
Athera,
useful. Yeah.
you search through the sarcophagus. There's nothing really to search through. Like the lid of it's off. Nothing's really being hidden in there. What you find is the way he was buried. Mostly, you're finding jewelry is what he kept in there. You're pulling everything out, and like this guy was very well off. If I remember correctly, I said he was a prince. So what you pull out between jewelry, precious gems, a couple fine pieces of art that somehow managed to survive the millennia in the sarcophagus, all told is going to be worth about 2,400 gold pieces.
Nice. Are there any like there's nothing like bloodstones or anything like that?
Is that like something that's specific for you?
Yeah, I just am like if there's like a ring or a gem, like a bloodstone or something. Out of all of it, that would be what I would want to keep, and then the rest to go in the party loot.
No.
All right. Well, how about we just add all of this together to your stash, Cardinal?
Gotcha. Any of them happen to be a diamond worth 300 gold pieces I can separate?
Sure.
Okay, good.
Nice. And there's no magical stuff in there?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I'm really sore. Were we gonna rest here? Or somewhere?
Yeah, we might have to hide in one of the houses.
Don't you have your house?
Yeah, I can use that in an interesting way, but
Keep in mind, like
I
right
think-
now, it's only about 5:30 in the evening.
yeah,
I
So-
say we take a short break, patch up our wounds, and then find a good place to rest for the night, even if we have to wander a little bit.
That's a good idea.
We were looking for the hidden path, but I don't think we ever found it. Although the hidden path
yet.
might have just been metaphorical. Or spiritual.
I think it would be good to put some distance between us and this place before we completely bed down for the night.
We are sure there's hidden paths here. We suspect it.
We suspect it.
Just
Have we
the name
searched
on the
all-
statue.
have we
Keeper of
searched
the
all
hidden
of
paths.
Did we search all of the small little nooks and crannies?
I don't think we've searched everything yet. No.
The only thing you
Can
guys
we-
did to investigate that was you looked at the statue to see if it was looking at anything in particular.
Can we take an hour before we continue searching,
Yeah.
just in case we run across these things again?
Short rest
Sure.
first.
Do we
Or
get
maybe
an
Sneak back in
uninterrupted
here.
short
Like-
rest, Deanne?
Come like this. Oh, Gormain's gone.
Bring you guys back to the global map. You don't need to be putzing around there.
The putts. No putts.
Okay, so yeah, you guys can go ahead and take your short rest.
Nice.
Damn, I had to respend 5 hit dice. That's crazy.
I only get one channel divinity back. It's not right.
That's not right? Or, God, that's not right.
No, I don't think it's right. You regain one of its expended use? Ugh, dude.
Is it right?
Yeah, in the new rules, apparently. It's bullshit.
It's like I've already got a laundry list going of stuff I need to fix. Adding in one more would have been.
Hydrate.
Ooh, I get
Hydrate.
my interdictions back. Hello, hydration.
After the long rest, I would like to try to find something that looks I could hop up a few ways, maybe get 1 or 2 stories up.
Well, there's still that colossal statue in the center of.
I don't want to climb a statue. I want to find like a crumbled wall I could hop. In case you make me do athletics again, I'd rather do acrobatics and jump my way there.
I mean, most of the buildings that are around you are just like single-story houses. Yeah, you can climb onto one of those and get at least like
Yeah,
10 feet up.
I just want some sort of like any little bit I can get extra while I keep an eye out while people search.
Okay. Yeah. Then roll acrobatics to get on top of this building.
Cool. That's a 2 for a 19.
Some bullshit right there. Okay, yeah, you get up, no problem.
You cannot complain. You have
Yeah,
no
I-
basis of complaint.
I absolutely can complain because I do it on two skills. He does it on everything he's proficient with. There's a big difference.
Well, I'd like to keep an eye out and see if anything approaches.
All right, roll perception.
That's a 1 for an 18.
Okay.
I
yeah,
will.
there was...
I will say, I'm feeling nice, and I thought about this beforehand, so this isn't in the moment. I do think, given the fact that it is ungodly what I can do on if I pick up skilled
No.
or something.
Because that is rogues. That is what rogues do.
Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah. Because
Dude, you're gonna allow that? Fuck
Because
me.
if I come around and say we're gonna honor the natural one, then that gives Fox ammunition to say, well, when it comes to persuasion deception, we're gonna honor the natural ones. So no, fuck you. I'm being the generous DM.
Well, and I also need to add that it is specific to
Balance.
Alder, where I need to know, even if I roll high, if something fails that I'm proficient in. Because Psi-bolstered neck is when you fail an ability check you are proficient in.
Yeah, there's nothing to see.
Okay,
It is a dead city.
cool.
As he does that, I'm going to inspect the main statue as maybe perhaps a secret entrance to. Because if it's the keeper of the hidden path, I figured it would be like a door or something, or maybe has a clue in the statue.
I think you guys already investigated that.
The
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
statue?
That's what
Okay.
Caligarth rolled like a 34 on and found nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we were specifically, we searched the statue. We didn't look elsewhere.
Yeah, we
Statue
started
and now
doing.
this tomb.
Yeah, we started doing I started doing like a grid search, and then we found a statue. So we investigated the statue, and then we found a temple. And so we haven't searched the entire town.
You guys have
We
been
just
pretty
started
thorough
there.
so far, though, because like you started your investigation looking for, like following these traces of blood, and then I'd say you've covered probably 50 to 60% of it, and there's been nothing that has popped out to you to say here's a hidden path or a secret doorway or anything like that. The houses that you've gone through previously looking, because I think even like Tobias said he was starting to look for like secret stuff.
Yeah.
Everything just seems like it's kind of like built into the bedrock.
Now, is there a false bottom to the mummy's sarcophagus?
Roll an investigation.
Guidance.
Plus D4.
I'm just going to have Tobias do the work as I
14.
stand behind him and go, did you check that corner?
You like flip a knife out. You start running along the edge at the bottom. You're scraping just solid stone.
Goldstone, okay. And I'll say to everyone else, I don't think we're going to find anything else here. There's just, I don't know if we're not seeing it or...
Maybe they meant something else. Maybe a figurative hidden path, like necromancy or some shit.
Very possible. Very possible. We still haven't figured out where exactly we're going from here. To Kemri, the Black Pyramid, Black Tower. I didn't understand that riddle at all.
Maybe we spend the night looking over it. For now, let's just look for shelter.
Okay, so I'd just like to. Well, no, we have the House of Cards. We don't need a. Find something. We just need
Find
an
a
open
place
space,
to
right?
look for it. Yeah.
Well, I think Alder had a good idea. I bet there's going to be more undead if we camp right in the city. Might be
Yeah.
worth it to just push out a little bit.
I'm good with that.
So you guys just gonna head to like the outskirts of the town and set up your house there?
Yeah, unless someone else has a better idea.
What's the moon look like tonight? Is the moon pretty bright?
One of them is waning gibbous, and one of them is waning crescent.
I can never remember if that means getting smaller or bigger.
Smaller.
Smaller.
Waxing is bigger.
I don't remember. It just says so on the calendar.
Yeah, and like the names are wrong. It's like Morslib and something or other. But yeah, one is like just starting to wane, and one is like almost to the point of a new moon.
All right, we head to the outskirts, and once there's enough space and a little bit of, I'd say maybe 100 yards out of the buildings, I'll throw up the house of cards.
Okay. Which way
Did
do you
all
guys
of
go
the
to town?
camels-
Northeast, southwest?
East.
You guys left the camels on the western side of the city, so I assume you'd go back, get
Oh.
the camels. Are you setting up camp on the west side? Or are you gonna go through town and like, because you were heading in the eastern direction?
I'd say camp closer to where we're going, not farther back.
But we'd have to run around the city again. Either way, so we could just set it up where the camels are.
Anywhere works. We're overthinking.
Yep, set it up where the camels are.
Yeah, you pull out your deck of cards. They go into flourish. I assume you're going with your standard setup where you got like the roof access and 4 windows and a door.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you guys want to
Yep, and
do during this downtime?
I'm going straight to bed. Unless somebody wants to talk to me.
Nope.
Cardinal.
Yes.
Do you have any spells left?
Plenty.
Can you send another message for me?
Oh, brother. Okay, give me a second. Might need to switch up a spell or two. Sending. Third level, yeah. I could use that. I'd have to do it at a 4th level. Yeah.
Okay. Just send grandmother, any movement at the temple. I fear too much delay could have others capitalize on the weakness.
I'm gonna start off the message with her name, be like, "Hey girl, it's me. Your son says."
Your grandson.
Your great grandson says.
The answer you get back, essentially says, ask him to verify where he got his information. From our perspective, there has been no change.
Well, she says you need to verify your information. From their perspective, nothing's changed.
All right. And Tobias will just go to his room by himself. And I'll just pray to Cain. See if, I don't know. I'll have to think for a minute about what to say before he prays.
I'm going to pull out the map in the riddle and try and chart like a reasonable course as to where to go next. So probably like skirting the pools of despair, maybe getting a little bit closer to the river, and then towards the Black Pyramid is what I think makes sense, unless my wisdom tells me otherwise. Because I remember we're not supposed to go near the pools. We don't want to go too near to Kemri, I think.
Well, the pools of despair we were told was just swallowed by the undead, I think, and then Camry itself is the capital of the of Naggaroth, which is just the country of the dead. So it's very much under their control.
Yep,
so would the Black Pyramid and the Black Tower, like all of that is undead. We are literally heading for the heart of it.
I know. But I'm trying to think of like which would be the best path. So be like over the pools of despair, and then
Or do we go
straight to the-
under?
I don't
So
know.
then we, because if we go over, we might get too close to Kemri. Whereas if we go under,
Aren't
we
we
kind of-
going to Kemri?
no. Are we
We're
going
not
to Kemri?
either-
exactly.
We're heading for somewhere in here.
Yeah, but my point
Are
is
we?
like
I think at the moment
it's one of those
yeah.
3 places. We weren't sure which one, but we were
Oh,
initially like thinking Kemri because that's where the kings
Okay.
were.
sorry.
Yeah,
my
that's-
brain was like, you have to avoid Kemri because it's like overrun. That was where my brain went. But I am.
We have to avoid
not remembering
Xandri because we couldn't come in by ship.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no, Xandri.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I knew we
Yeah,
were avoiding a
Xandri
city.
Xandri is the undead ships people, the vampire coast. Not
My
exactly
thought
people we want to go deal
process
with.
Was that it would more likely be the Black Pyramid because of the puzzle where like the ever-living pharaoh, they tend not to be in the city, they tend to be in pyramids because he died or something.
It says
Pyramids are
before
central
the
to
black
power.
pyramid cast its shadow upon the sand.
Yeah, that to me means before the Black Pyramid was there.
Either
Unless
that
the-
or it's a
Unless
time.
the pyramid was built on top of it.
Or yeah, looking at the riddle, that also means that Zinch was weaving this conspiracy before these things happened. It doesn't necessarily mean it's somewhere else. It just means that Zinch was working his magic before that happened.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, this is before the first king wore the golden mask, before the Black Pyramid shadows. It's like a timing. It's giving you like a time frame, right? Then the other one that we found beyond the dunes where the Black River sleeps. So what I assume the Black River is whatever the this is. This river bunch, whatever. Past the walls where no living king speaks, so probably past Kemri. The ever-living pharaoh waits. I assume it would be in a pyramid, because that's where dead kings tend to be, pharaohs that were dead buried.
Well, we're
Yeah,
gonna have to cross the river. If we head for the pyramid first, figure it out from there. Then we go back to. Then we can. If it's not that place, we can go to Kemri after.
Yeah.
Could I do like a history check to see if I know anything about Kemri or the Black Pyramid other than like their names on a map?
Sure.
Because like there's things that I know, but I don't know if Caligar knows.
May I roll as well? I am proficient in history.
Whoever
Okay.
wants to roll, yeah, go ahead.
Elf buddy.
Huh?
I'll guide you. Guidance.
Ooh.
I got a whopping 13.
I got a 28. And if that failed, let me know. I'll add a side bolstered knack onto it.
That was quite the head movement.
Okay. So, Tobias and Calgar, nothing comes to mind for you guys. Alder, specifically, what is it what information are you looking for, or are you trying to remember?
Zinch's change, right?
Yes.
If I remember right. Is that usually associated with undead? Would that be associated with undead? We know.
I think it's associated with magic.
Yeah, it's not specifically the undead, but
I just didn't know if that would be
It-
Nurgle or if that would be
Nurgle is
like disease.
pestilence, disease, and rebirth.
Okay.
Your understanding is like Tzeentch is like the domain of magic as well.
Okay.
And at its core, when you think about it, necromancy is an agent of change.
Okay. Then I would be trying to recall where in like the lore that the wood elves that I was around kept, whatever I remember where like the start of the spread of undead came from in these lands, like where it originated.
That's easy. Nagash.
Nagash.
Nagash was the first necromancer. He was the first archlich.
And do I remember
He's the one.
if he was
He's the
buried?
one that unleashed undeath.
Is he buried in the Black Pyramid? Is that where he's from, or where he is, or is it his Black Tower?
You would have heard stories of Nagash's rise to power, and that at some point, thousands of years ago, he was defeated, but you don't know exactly what that refers to.
Okay. Do I know where he was, like... Well, he was based out of Kemri, right? That's where he rose to power when he was around?
Yeah.
I would give everybody a quick rundown who isn't already familiar with the origins of undead. What lore I learned from my father and the other wood elves. Nagash.
If he was defeated, he would have to be buried, right? That's why my bet is on the pyramid. I don't think he would be in the city. They would have made a place for him, a tomb. Maybe that's why it's called Black Pyramid of Nagash. I don't know.
Yeah,
Try to put a
if I
bet.
go. No, sorry.
No, you're good. If I had to put a bet, it'd be the pyramid.
In that, was the ever-living pharaoh, was that a known name for Nagash?
Nagash was never a pharaoh.
Who? Oh, I'm not there. I'm asleep.
This is what you get for saying I'm going right to bed.
Well, it's literally what she would do. Yeah.
Well, we can discuss this on the road as we're moving, because I expect we still have weeks of travel left.
Yeah, I think if our goal is the origin of undeath, because that would be a decent spot, I would think, for where he might be centralized, then the Black Pyramid should be our goal.
The ever-living pharaoh was Setra, the Undying.
Yes.
Notes.
So did he come before, during, or after Nagash?
After.
Probably after.
Yes. Yeah, he was after.
Nagash was called the Usurper. I'm gonna put that all in the campaign notes.
All right, well, who's taking the first watch? We should keep a special close eye, being so close to this city, and basically from here on out.
I can take
All right,
the
I'm
first...
taking...
I was going to say I can take the first or the last 4 hours. Doesn't matter.
I'll take the first watch then.
Okay. Roll a perception for me.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, where you've got the house set up, you've got a decent view of the open desert to your west. Some good sightlines going into the city itself, but nothing comes about during your time on watch.
Okay.
Who's
While
next?
I'm on watch, I'd like to pray to Cain.
Okay.
And I'll say, those daughters of Cain, the witches, are dragging you down. They're dragging down the dark elves. Do they still have their power?
Roll D100.
Ooh.
44.
You don't hear anything.
All right, when my watch is over, I'll go grab Alder.
Two for an 18. I'm gonna announce it like that every time for the listeners on YouTube.
So you're like doing like the middle of the watch?
So both Tobias and I only need 4 hours of meditation.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fucking
Tobias needs 4 hours, but he likes to get 8 hours of sleep. He prefers
Yeah.
sleep over meditation. So he doesn't like it, but for now, for tonight, it's fine.
Okay, so your watch starts fairly similar to what you've experienced so far, like on your journey through the desert. It's more just the winds, the clear open skies. But as you come into that third hour, you start to hear sounds like wings flapping, and it gets closer. And you're looking up, and you do see the occasional star wink out as a shape passes in front of it, and it's coming closer.
Too early to get a long rest in.
I'm gonna open the hatch. Is anybody sleeping in like the main area, or do we all have rooms?
All have rooms on the second floor except for Athera. She's got a room on the first floor.
Shoot, how do I want to do this?
Quickly.
I will pop down to the first door, open it, movement. I don't know whose room that would be, but I could like shake them awake, let them know there's movement outside, and then I'm back up on the roof. They can wake everybody else up.
What'd you say? Whose is it?
There's movement outside.
Roll the dice. Whose bedroom is it?
It's
It's yours
Calgar's.
now. You spoke. Oh.
I rolled the dice.
Okay.
Whose was it?
So,
Calgar's? If he doesn't wake up, I will wake him up very roughly.
do you just how do you try to wake me up?
I physically shake you, and if you don't wake up, I'm going to cut the skin on your forearm. I will inflict bodily
Oh, boy.
damage.
Question is, how heavily is Calgar sleeping?
Contract?
Sure.
I mean, he's a dwarf. He's not a light sleeper. 9.
You wake him up. You don't have to cut him.
Good. There's movement in
'cause
the sky.
I think
Wake
Farley
every-
might have worse.
Wake everybody else up, and then I'm back up on the roof keeping an eye out.
All right, so hearing that, I'll get up, grab my hammer, grab Furley, and then I'll start going through doors and waking people up in order.
Okay. Alder, while you're standing on the roof waiting for everyone else to get woken up and come out, the wings are getting much closer. You kind of hear them like, seems like they're circling around the roof, slowly getting lower. And before anyone has a chance to step out onto the roof with you, you do see this figure land, just perched up on the corner of the wall. It's very small, almost like an emaciated look to it. But you've seen something like this before. It's an imp. It looks at you, and just with this like nails in a chalkboard grating voice, she says, "Othira."
She'll be here in a second.
All right. I mean, once I'm woken up, I start making my way to the roof.
Okay. You come up, and you see an imp perched.
Does he have
On
a
the
little
corner of the wall.
vest on?
He does.
Okay. I look around and I go, well, this would be a message for me, and I don't want him to explode, so he's coming to my room. Enjoy the rest of your night, and then I like have him follow me to my room.
He kind of like awkwardly, like bow-legged, follows you down the stairs.
Once I get to my room, I close, and if there is a lock, I lock the door, and then I remove his vest.
Okay. And you do recognize the handwriting that's carved into his chest. What was his name? Is Marduk?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can almost recognize like some humor in how he's writing it. He says, "That was close. Dispater wants me to remind you that if you turn to dust, your gifts do not return."
My gifts?
That's all it's written.
I don't know what that means.
Your armor.
Roll an insight.
Oh,
Archaon.
caw? Caw. Caw?
I thought it was meta pigeons, not meta crows, but
Well, it's a
Caw,
grimdark
caw.
story, so it's got to have a little bit more edge to it.
Hey, you never
Yeah,
know.
so
The pigeon could be
you
evil.
interpret gifts to mean your armor, your weapons, anything that you brought with you out of the hells on this journey would have been gone.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. I mean, you disintegrate into a pile of dust. Everything on
Yeah.
you is a dust.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the message. Above table, am I supposed to kill him?
He's your dude.
Do you wish to kill him?
No, I'm just, like, canonically speaking, because when they do this with the little vest, it's so that nobody else can see, like, get the message. So, am I supposed to kill him?
How do you want to handle it? This is your
Oh.
backstory. Anytime Othira has gotten one of these messages before, did she let that imp live?
No, probably not.
Well, there you go. How did
Yeah.
he die?
So mean.
She just looks at him and goes, "Thank you so much for the message. I'm so sorry about this," and then crushes his skull.
I'm so sorry about
You're-
this.
you're-
I'm gonna make it painful.
You're telling me that Othira commander to the Spader is apologizing to an imp who's one of the lowest forms of demon life?
No. It was supposed to be sarcastic.
Okay. Yeah. It doesn't resist, it just lets you crush its skull.
And then it disappears because
Yeah.
it's a demon. Devil, whatever. Imp.
Yep.
I do love a good skull crushing after a horrible day.
He squished like grape.
Yeah, no, it was a sarcastic, oh, I'm so sorry.
It sounded sincere though.
Yeah, you said it real nice. Like, I'm
Mhm.
so sorry about this little one.
That's because Amber is a nice person, not Othero.
Right? Well, that's debatable.
As her brother, I would like to debate that fact. Okay, so yeah, aside from that, the rest of the night goes without a hitch.
Okay. I will wake everybody up. I will give Caligar his normal sleep. Or wake him up last, but after everybody gets their extra hour.
I think at some point I might have start having Forley try to get me up if she gets up before me.
We can.
She's
take a long
tried,
rest.
and she's getting frustrated that it takes a lot of effort, so she's leaving you on your own. Yes, you can take your long rest and also deal with your hit dice for your armor.
In 2024, do you get half your level still, or do you get all your hit dice? Because it repopulated all of them.
That is a good question.
I believe you regain all regain all HP, and you regain all lost hit points and all spent hit point dice.
That's quite the buff, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought that's how long rests always were.
No,
No,
in
you got-
You got half.
Half your level. Half your level, not half of what was spent. Half your level.
Okay, so yeah, you guys all wake up in the morning. The sun is just starting to rise over the dunes, and for a land that is desolate and full of despair, it's almost kind of a beautiful morning.
Druidcraft, what's the weather supposed to be like for the next 24 hours?
It's gonna be hot.
Thank you.
It's gonna be hot.
The one time I don't, we're gonna get like a blizzard in the desert. And I'm not gonna know if it's magical or if it's normal.
Well, once we're up and moving, Tobias is gonna hold his hand up, and all the cards magic right into his hand, puts it away. So,
And I
any
leave
reason
my
to go
room,
back to
and
Bell
there's no
Alien?
imp.
I think we could circle around if we don't want to waste a day fighting more undead.
So we're going for the pyramid, Cardinal?
First, we have to get past the pools. So let's see how that goes.
All right, lead
Yeah, I
us
think
off.
we should take the long way around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are we skirting towards the Swamp of Terror and then down towards, or are we going south?
Let's go south, according to what Theo said makes sense to me.
Okay, someone make a go into the. Do you guys have access to the drawing tools?
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay. How far south are you going?
I'd say like here.
Like there-ish?
Not really far.
Yeah, not trying to add
Yep, there's a
weeks.
lot of undead in the pools of despair.
We're not adding weeks to our journey. This is, I'm assuming the Pool of Despair is something like this.
Okay, someone roll survival, and I assume someone's gonna help with advantage.
Yeah, that would
Aldrich, can you
not
beat
be
a-
me.
Aldrich, can you beat a 5 plus 5?
I've got a +4, and I can help you with that.
Okay. 20.
I don't do survival
Yeah, we
What kind of
Yeah.
wood elf are you?
yet. Like, okay, so to answer that question, Alder is like 120 years old, but he's basically like in his young 20s as far as human years.
That's
like-
way too close to the Black Tower.
Well,
You draw me your path. Let's put it that way.
Okay, how do you do the thing that you do? Shift
Control click.
And then
Something this? 1.5?
this one needs to come down a little bit.
Okay.
You may as well just try to go from there to there in one shot. Yeah.
There you go.
That's the plan, and we can change it if we gotta go further out for the pools of despair, if we think we're getting too close to the tower or the pyramid.
We could always go
Yep.
where the DM hasn't prepared, come over to like Bagar, and then circle back around through the springs of eternal life.
So Booty, remember, when he wants to take a break, you are going to be the DM, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Payback's a bitch, man.
I don't know, guys.
Okay,
I kind of want to check
so
out.
so the first leg of your journey, that first 450 or so kilometers, you're making your way south, and you're kind of feeling out like where you get a feel for where the pools of despair start, and it takes you about 2.5 weeks of travel. You're just moving south. The land directly south of Bel Aliad is more interspersed with some like rocky formations, and you figure that you're right on the edges of the pools of despair, and it is just nothing but sand dunes, as far as the eye can see. You take your 2.5 weeks of southward travel, and those sands continue going as far as the eye can see to the south.
At any point, do the camels not try to eat me?
No.
Okay.
And every night we stop, I'm making the same prayer in my room by myself. The witches are bringing you down. They are torpedoing Dark Elf Society. Have they lost their power yet?
Roll a D100 again.
$60.
After 2 weeks of incessant prayer, you do finally get a response. It says, "My daughters never had power. They had influence." And you get a sense that Kane is with you if you want to have a conversation.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'll say the they never had power. They wouldn't have been able to extend their lives by slaughtering our people.
That's not power. That's a gift. Why such a focus on them having power? What did you do?
Can I insight check Kane to see if he doesn't know what I did?
Yeah, roll away.
All right, and I'm definitely putting my D10 on this. It's not that great. 16. Not that great for a god, I should say.
He's not being like trying to beat around the bush. He knows exactly what you did. He's giving you a chance to come forward about it.
Okay. And I'll say I used a little bit of influence I had to try and fix what's broken with the Dark Elves.
A wish is far from a little bit. That being said, that does explain how some of my followers lost their ability to cast spells.
I think you, and I'm more than willing to help, get new followers. People who want to spread your influence to other lands and not just slaughter our own people.
What makes you think my influence is not throughout the world already?
Oh, I know it is, but it should be everywhere. It should be better. And I think the Dark Elves are the people to do it. If they can stop slaughtering themselves.
The only ones being slaughtered are the weak who don't deserve to live.
And yet, what conquests do the Dark Elves have ever since they started doing that? I want you to be successful. I want us to win. Take over Ulthuan, spread, conquer everything. And it's not happening. Something must change.
So the conclaves in Lustria, the Southlands, on the edges of Cathay, Nippon, those mean nothing to you.
Not when Ulthuan sits right there.
Ulthuan will fall.
I don't see it happening.
You're also very young.
Yet sometimes you need an outsider to see when you're messing up. You get so involved, so incestuous, and in the whole thing, you just can't see it. Can't see outside the box.
If you can convince Malekith, I'll take your word, and we'll do things your way. But good luck on that one. He's gone.
When he's gone, Tobias will say, "Deal."
Tobias looking to become the new Dark Elf King over here? He
No, he
sounds like a
stated one of his wishes.
Uh-huh.
What's? Oh no. Oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't even think about that. All right.
Yeah, your two banked wishes.
Why be a
Yeah.
king when you could just replace Cain himself?
Oh god.
I wish I God.
last thing I need is another character just like bamf out of existence because of someone's wish. Okay.
It would
yeah.
be amusing.
Do it.
After the 2.5 weeks of traveling south, starting to feel like these pools do end eventually. But you don't know how far south they go.
Oh, wait. The
When
pools
you
of
say-
despair go to this. So that's the pools of despair. All that.
As far
Like
as we
it's
can see,
like
is that what
this.
you mean?
Well, because you guys went this far.
So the pools of despair are like this whole section.
And you're saying they're metaphorical pools of dunes, not actual pools.
And why?
If
are
you're
we
going by the
avoiding
map, you're looking at that. It's like it's gonna be 600 kilometers across. You don't know what's in the center of this. You can see about 15 to 20 kilometers at the top of like one of the highest dunes. You might be able to push to 24 kilometers.
We can't even see across one of these hexagons, guys.
Okay, so we go
Oh.
down a little bit more south until we see a point of crossing or something like that.
The whole time, I'm not saying it, but Alder, every like 20 kilometers we march south, he's just thinking to himself, goddamn sand getting in everything. No fucking trees in sight. Some bullshit. Got sand in my ass crack. Got sand in my jimmies. Oh, let's not go towards the nice swamp with trees. Let's march it through the sand. But he's not saying it out loud.
You can tell from his face, he's just like, sand, it's coarse, it's rough, it's irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Tobias will say, I think at some point we're just going to have to try to cross. 'Cause we can keep going south till we hit water.
Let's see. So far, we've reached here. That's what you said, right? We've reached a certain point. We reached here. Yeah? So the plan was to keep going a little bit south, but now at an angle. Or are we still hitting... Can you just draw on the map how far the pools go that we can see?
That you can see? Yes.
Okay, so I'm just...
It comes down to how long do you want to continue going south before... Like, do you want to go all the way down to the Gulf?
No, obviously not.
So, how far and how long does it take you guys before you decide you want to turn?
If we get to here, are the pools still covering our area?
Yes.
And here?
So that's
That's not the
another...
pools, bro. That's a cesspit of despair at that point. The fuck?
So you're going south another 2.5 weeks.
Well,
Remember the scale. 1 hex is 150 kilometers.
question. Earlier you said they were just dunes. They weren't actual water features, right?
You guys are on, for what you figure, you're on the very edge of the pools of despair. You can see 24 kilometers into the roughly 600 kilometer expanse. You don't know what is in there and why they are called the Pools of Despair.
I don't want to find out.
I mean, when we get
This
to
is
this point,
literally a case of you can't see the forest for the trees.
I mean, if we get to this point, fucking, we should just stop going south and go across.
Yeah,
and
I
deal
agree.
with whatever
I th-
happens.
I think
Worst
the
comes to worst, we
question.
can cut back.
Right.
Or
I think the question should be, how far can our supplies go?
Well, forever.
Infinite.
unlimited.
Oh yeah, no, because
Or
we're using the spell, not bought supplies. I forgot. Okay.
or if you're willing and you get pissed off enough, use one of your wishes to teleport us where we need to go.
I was just going to bring up, I can cast teleportation, but I've never done it. I have no concept of how it works, and I don't know where we're gonna land.
Nope. Not that desperate.
Well, I think
The
we should
wish
start.
will get us right where we want to go.
We
What
don't know if
wishes?
he has wishes.
Right.
Nobody knows anything about Tobias'
Fuck
wishes.
me, never mind. Do not say this out loud.
So, I can cast teleportation. I know
Well, we're
roughly
gonna
on
lose
a
a few
map
of the camels.
of where we're going.
We'd lose the camels. Or we'd lose some camels.
Well,
Well,
I don't know,
there's-
because I don't actually have teleportation as, like, a spell that I can cast. But,
Helm of Teleportation
it's-
teleports you.
No, it teleports
No, it
9.
casts
No,
teleport.
it
lets
gives you
you
the
Oh, it
cast-
casts
spell.
teleport. Never mind, fuck me.
I
Nine
literally
I'm too
creatures.
tired.
clicked it.
There's 5 of us. There's 4 camels. There's Frorley.
That's what I'm
Um,
trying to ask, is I don't have the spell on my character sheet, so I was trying to ask, but I keep getting interrupted.
Okay.
It's 8 creatures.
When I cast teleport, what is the actual spell?
8 creatures plus you. So 9.
It's in campaign materials.
Thank you.
I mean,
You and up
Also-
to 8 willing creatures.
You don't
Oh.
have to worry about Gormain, he can be summoned and dismissed.
There is the 4 of you plus 4 camel. Oh no, the 4 of you plus Froily is 5.
Plus you.
No, I count
no,
as
he gets counted
separate
for free.
from the 8. So
There's-
I can take.
it's
We
1
would take
plus
3
8.
camels.
Yeah, we'd lose 1 camel.
read the rest of the spell. There is a chance of mishap if you haven't been to the location. All you know is a description. And the chance of mishap gets higher and higher the more you place.
Do we know there's a chance of mishap?
I don't know.
I don't think we'd know.
The only
None of
one I
us
would
has ever
say
used a
that
teleport spell.
might. No, actually, because Calgary took levels in Wizard.
A couple.
Roll an Arcana
Okay.
just to see in passing, but it's gonna be really freaking hard.
Would I?
Nat 20 for a 29?
Okay, well actually, you guys have been teleported before. You know
Yeah,
there's
we
a chance
have
of mishap.
been teleported before.
I was
yeah.
also going to ask. I'm attuned to the item, so how much do I understand of the spell itself?
You know it can teleport you.
Okay.
Well, I think we should start to try and cross the pools of despair, and if something goes wrong, then we can try and teleport across. Not even straight to the pyramid, but like just across somewhere.
Say, I want to teleport 500 feet that way.
I think maybe
Or
you could
500
go
miles that way.
If it's as far as we can see, and we can see 20, whatever, we can teleport to that. You know?
That's
Get out of
Yeah, but
immediate
that
danger.
wouldn't get us. Yeah, that wouldn't get us very far.
No. Yeah, I think we should start to cross, and if we don't like it, if someone's going bad, then we teleport
Okay.
to the
All in
pyramid.
favor of crossing, raise your hands.
I should risk it.
Minfo, what is that? A yes or a no?
I'm on the fence and I don't really care.
So we got a 2.5. Caligar, what's your take? Caligar?
Yeah. Last time we got bamfed, we got teleported. We were off track, but how far was it again?
A lot.
Like-
There were kilometers involved.
Yeah, no, it was a while. It was a chunk.
Okay, we try and cross, but at the first sign of anything dangerous, we turn back and we keep going south. Okay?
No, I think we should teleport.
You want to teleport?
Fuck it,
Yeah.
we'll do it live. We're crossing.
No.
And what happens when we see danger fucking happens. And Alder just starts marching. Hate this fucking sand. People can't make up their fucking minds. I just want to go back to the nice forest, drink some elven wine. This is some bullshit.
Alright, and as
Okay.
we start moving, I'm gonna talk to Cardinal and say, we should start sending messages to Lore Master Karnath, because they were gonna figure out how to shut these portals for us and get us a dagger out here. So that's something else we're gonna have to coordinate as we get closer, and see if they also know anything, anything more. If they got any more clues about where we should head.
I'll do it at night.
Yeah, perfect.
As we're going, just like whenever we stop for the night and just like throughout the day, since I can now fluently speak to Furley, I'm just going to be talking with her about just anything and everything. For just, you know, satiating her curiosity and such, but just like trying to teach her everything I can.
Okay.
Yep, I just wanted to throw it out there.
Okay, so you start your journey across what you believe to be the pools of despair. The pools were actually on this little thing, like right here. It was me being
You're
a
an
dick if that actually had
ass.
gone through. No, you're. The pools, once you guys have started coming across, extend significantly further south. Okay. So once you guys turn east, you start walking across the sand dunes. Let's get another survival from you guys.
From everybody or from Cardinal with advantage?
However you want to do it.
Roll. Lady.
You got this, girl.
I know. That's a 17.
Guidance?
I'll spare a guidance if it's not that great. Sure, why not? 4. So 21.
21.
Okay. So your first week or so of heading eastward doesn't actually feel any different than what you've experienced so far in all your travels through the desert. The dunes are essentially just feeling large rolling hills, going as far as the eye can see, and what little signs of life you would have picked up and seen before you reached Bel Eliad, you're finding there's nothing. You're not seeing any signs of insects, there's no birds. It is as desolate as anything you've ever experienced.
That's why it's the
And
pools of despair.
you start getting into your second week, and on the horizon, you're starting to see what looks like palm trees.
It's a desert. Hallucinations are possible. I will ask other... Do everybody else see palm trees or not?
Do I see palm trees?
Roll a perception. Who wants to roll?
It'd be a new.
20.
I got a 9.
9.
29.
Othira and Cardinal, Caligar, sorry. You're not really picking anything up in the haze. Alder and Tobias, you follow the direction that Cardinal's looking, and you see something that could potentially be palm trees.
Does
I
it
see
take away from our path?
It's a little more north. Like you're kind of going like northeast by east. It's like if north is straight, northeast is the 45, east is that 90. You're at like that between the 45 and the 90.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
East.
it's not very far out of the way. We're
Do we
just
wanna
going
risk
squeak.
because it is called Oath of Despair, and I'm expecting trouble.
It would be this way, right? Well, roughly. I understand that's like 600 kilometers away, but
It's like if your path
That's-
is looking like this right now,
It would be this way.
from your perspective, you're kind of going off on this angle.
Yep.
this I'm fine with.
Man.
If it was like this, then I'd have an issue.
I'd
Yeah,
say we
okay.
head towards the pyramid. And if they're on the way, then we can decide as we get closer. Or are you saying they're not on the way?
I feel like they're on the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Go cautiously. And check the
Always.
water to make sure that it's not poison.
I think that one needs to hug a tree.
Okay, so you start making your line towards the trees you see in the distance. Roll another survival.
Yeesh.
Guidance.
I know. 15 plus 16. So total 16.
You say it's probably like in the morning when you first noticed the trees on the horizon. And the more you keep walking, they're not getting bigger.
God's blood. Well, seems like it's an illusion or a trick of sorts.
Does anyone have
Let's-
a navigation set?
No.
I mean, we have the sun.
Well, I mean, you can navigate by stars, but I never learned how to do it, and I don't have any of the kits. So
Don't have
no
the
one has that?
kits.
No one can do
Yeah,
that?
nothing.
Shoot. Well, given a couple days, we could probably, if we had it, we could tell if we were moving or actually making any progress.
Let's keep heading how we're heading and don't care too much about the palm trees.
Like,
And
Got
the
it.
goal is pyramid.
Taking that northern track towards the pyramid.
always was. What'd you say, Ezekiel?
Well, the path you were going first was directly east,
Because we had to.
right?
And then we had to.
Okay.
I drew
We
it.
did cut across because we're going to the pyramids and not the tower.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start into your third week,
Oh my god.
and constantly you're seeing those trees seemingly just like inviting, always at the edge of what you can see.
Oh, that's the despair. Salvation is just there. I can just see it, but it's never getting
You're not
closer.
getting me
so
today, fucking trees.
right?
I bet they come alive. They strangle us to death. Fuck you, trees. Not today.
No, there'd just be undead vultures that come out. They don't wait till you die to eat.
Maybe the trees are undead.
And so you guys are still following like the same method you've been traveling. You put up the house at night, go through, get to the hottest part of the day, rest for a bit, keep on going when it gets a bit cooler.
Yeah.
Okay. As you reach your fourth week of travel through the pools of despair, you set up your house. Who's taking the first watch? Who's taking the second watch between the two elves?
Tobias will want to split it up because he likes 8 hours of sleep. He
Oh,
only
yeah,
did
I'll
that
take some.
4. He only did that 4 hours just because it was the one time.
Okay.
I am not perceptive, so
I'll join in the turns.
So
Okay.
Tobias will go first, but he still wants to get his 8 hours after. So that is a 22.
Okay. So you start your watch just before the sun sets. Take the 2 hours. Nothing happens during your watch. Then moving more, say about 11, when Cardinal's on watch,
Mhm.
you're standing on top of the roof, and the wind picks up. Roll a nature for
Can
me.
I? Okay. Nature. Obviously, I'm gonna guidance that. 13.
So the time you've been traveling, like you felt the wind going from sometimes no wind at all, sometimes you have very strong gusts, and just like those days where it's just constant. This feels like kind of that in between point, and it's
Is it strange?
I wouldn't say strange, but as you're standing there, you're it caught your attention because before the wind really picked up, there was nothing, and you're like, okay, that's kind of refreshing to have that cool breeze coming through, and then you start feeling sand pelting against the side of your face.
Uh-oh.
It's a haboob.
And you kind of like turn to look in the direction the sand is coming from, and you notice the stars don't exist anymore.
Fuck.
Before you can even open your mouth to shout a warning, your house is engulfed in a massive sandstorm.
Das ist not good. Can I go down the hatch?
Yeah? Roll
Okay.
perception for me.
There's sand in my eyes. Okay, it's a 13.
That's not why I wanted you to roll.
Oh,
You actually
bravo.
passed the check. You go down the stairs, and down the stairs, and down the stairs, and down the stairs, and down the stairs. And you're like,
Fuck.
this doesn't feel right. You keep going, and going, and going, and going. And the stairs don't stop.
Don't listen to Cardinal. It's not like she knows what she's talking about. Pools of despair, my ass. Don't trust
despair.
don't trust a cleric.
What possible
it's not like
reason
she
could the
has
DM be asking
instincts.
how far south do you want to go?
It's not like she has instincts or anything. I'm gonna scream for Tobias. Tobias, you fucker! This is your fault! Can I look around? Can I look out of the window? The stairs that we're in, can I go back up? I try everything.
You turn around and all you see is sand and stairs. Like your vision goes about 2 feet before it's lost in the sand.
Okay. Well,
Did we hear her call in?
illusions.
No.
Alright, I'm asleep.
Okay, well,
Sleepy
do I have
sleep.
my sensor on me, my flail?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep a like tight grip on that, and try and bring my focus to look past this illusion or look for a way or something.
What would you like to do to try and get through this?
I'm gonna try and center myself into calmness, into not panicking when stuck in this like strange, crazy situation. So like a religion or a wisdom check, perhaps? A save? I don't know.
Go with religion.
Okay. $14.
So you, like, as you're going down, like when the stairs get that into this feeling, there's almost like that pit of despair centers itself in your chest. You take the second, think, close your eyes. You can smell the incense in the censer. Inhale slowly, let it out. Calm your nerves, bring yourself back to where you know you are. And you open your eyes, and you are on the landing of the top floor. Inside, not on top of the roof.
Interesting. Can I examine myself for any traces of magic? Or is it a sickness? Is it like heat sickness or, you know?
As far as you can tell, you're fine.
I'm gonna head down to, what's his name? Alder's room and just go, talk, talk, talk.
Yeah.
I found out why this place is called the Pool of Despair.
Okay.
I tell him what happened.
The head movement?
Well, he
Guess
opens the
what?
door to talk to you, and he sees an empty hall.
Question. Does this count as being charmed? Whatever's going on? Okay, but I heard her. I just don't see her.
You heard her. You don't see her. You open the door. There's an empty hallway.
Cardinal?
Do I see him?
You're in front of a door that never opened.
Talk, talk, talk. Oi!
Get smacked in the face.
You get no response. We're gonna move over to Alder now.
Cardinal. I go see if she's up on the roof.
So you step out into the hallway, and there have always been candles, just kind of like on sconces in the hall, keeping it dimly lit. And when you went to bed, these candles were lit. They're not lit anymore.
Druidcraft, I light the candle.
Okay. You can see the flame, but it doesn't illuminate.
I want to take a minute to really listen closely. Do I hear any noise at all?
You hear wind. You feel like the grinding of sand beneath your feet as you walk. That's it.
Can I summon one of my psychic blades and throw it at the wall? Does that still work?
Blade appears in your hand and hits the wall.
What's the AC and the hit points on the
15 and 50.
I don't know if I'm just rolling this because I don't know, but
You're just gonna attack the wall.
I threw a dagger. I threw a psychic blade at it just to see if my abilities are working normally.
The dagger embeds itself pretty firmly into the wall and then vanishes like you expect.
Just gonna take out the house around us, drop us into a freaky sandstorm.
I go and open the other doors. Are the other people there?
What other doors?
It's just an endless hallway with no doors, and the candles aren't lit.
No, there is the hallway you expect, but where you expect to see doors, there are none.
Well, this is terrible. I'm not a character built to deal with this kind of shit. I found my weakness. It's a hallucinations. Say normally Alder would not be freaked out by things, but this is enough that he's like short sword and baleful talon are out. He's just gonna take a second. Turn around. Is his room still there, or is that door gone now?
No, that's still there.
Not knowing what to do, he's going to go sit down on his bed and just try to... He's got his sword and his dagger in his hands. Posture check. He's going to...
My posture's bad, okay? We get it.
He's going to try
All
to...
of us are just like,
He's going to try to meditate and just, like, focus and center himself. And if he has to, he'll put the dagger away and he'll cast like druid calf to create the smell of like familiar pine trees to try to help him center himself while he thinks about what he's gonna do.
Okay. So yeah, you druid craft, and you get that hit of that sense of home comes in, and like you just kind of like close your eyes, breathe deeply to kind of embrace that feeling. And we're gonna move on.
I hate this. Whose idea was it to just walk off into the pools of despair? What
Mine.
the-
Calgar, you are fast asleep.
Yep.
Until you hear what sounds like Frourley screaming your name. And you wake up to an empty room.
Hearing Furley screaming, I would like jolt awake and look around, and like I'd about to be enter battle mode where something's about to get brained.
Look around. You're in your room. We're the only one there.
All right, so I'll rush over to the door and open it up. And it's just an empty hallway outside.
Hallway looks exactly like you expect it to look.
Is it lit?
Yes.
Well, first off, I'll go back in, grab my armor, get everything ready, and then I'll get battle ready before heading back out into the hall. And I'm just going to, alright, if it looks like how I expect it to. Are the other doors there? The other rooms?
Yep.
I'll go over to the first door to my left and open it up. I don't know whose room it should be.
Let's say for that one you're expecting Tobias. You throw the door open. There's not even furniture inside. And you hear
Okay.
Frourley screaming your name again. Seems like it's coming from downstairs.
I'm about to vault that rail. I'm going over. I'm going down if I don't see the stairs.
Okay. You get downstairs, and exactly like you're expecting to see it. In the center of the room, you've got like that communal fire. The door leading to Othira's room. No camels. No Frourley.
Okay. As I get down and hearing her scream for a second time, I'm just gonna Farley! Farley! And I'm just gonna start searching. I don't know. I'll brush over and I'll open up Othira's room.
No furniture. You hear Frourley scream again. Sounds like it's coming from the roof.
Then I'm gonna book it up those stairs up to the roof if I can.
And like as you're going up the stairs, she's constantly calling your name. And you can hear the panic in her voice getting more and more intense. There's a fear you wouldn't expect to hear from a dragon.
I'm just gonna be getting more and more panicked because I'm trying to find her, and I don't have anything.
You get to the
So
roof.
I'm just gonna keep chasing her voice. That's all I can do.
Okay. You get to the roof, and as soon as you step out from the stairs, there's nothing but black. And we're gonna move on. Tobias,
Yes.
you're taking your rest. Your eyes are closed. There's just a very unsettling feeling that gets you to stand up.
I look around the room. Do I see anything?
You're in your room. It's like you expected to be.
I'm gonna go to a window, one of the windows. I put it in my room, and I'll open it up and take a look outside.
The window doesn't open.
Then Tobias will go to the door to the room, peek out, lean out, look and see what's happening.
You grab the handle, it won't turn.
Well, Tobias has had nightmares before. He goes back to bed, back to sleep.
Okay. Ophira, you wake up in your room to one of the most unsettling sounds you've ever heard. It's children laughing.
Okay.
Seems like it's coming from outside your door.
Ugh. Shut the fuck up.
The voices get closer. And you can kind of see like shadows moving underneath the door. And one of the voices says, Ophira, why don't you come out and play?
I don't play with children.
Yes, you do. You always played with us.
Who is us?
We're your friends. Do you not remember us? Open the door.
Nope.
Come out and play. Come out and play. We
I
heard you
open
got
the
a new
door.
horse. We want to see your horse.
I open the door.
There's no one there.
Ugh. See, and this is why I don't play with children. I close the door again.
There's no door to close.
Ugh.
You stand in the common area. Front door to the house is open.
What does it look like outside?
You can see sand racing past the door, and then it's dark. Like the only sand you're seeing is illuminated from the fire in the middle of the room.
All right. Well, I'm
Extends
not
maybe
gonna
about
go.
10 feet outside.
Right. I'm not gonna go outside if it's like blowing sand. So my room no longer has a door. And the stupid children are not actually there. They're playing hide and seek, but I don't play hide and seek, so I'm gonna go sit by the fire.
Okay. You sit by the fire, and you're just kind of like looking around, taking in your surroundings. You do notice a second light source out in the darkness. It's moving in front of the windows. Looks like it's kind of pacing. Small, like a constant burning source.
Do I see like a person attached to it, or just the light?
It's beyond what you can see in the window. It's like kind of around the corner, but you see the light that it's creating is reflecting off the sand.
I mean, I don't want to go out in the sand.
You hear the voices again. You can kind of place them that they're near where that light's coming from. And again, they're laughing. Just kind of now starting to overlap each other. You think there's 3, maybe 5, maybe 7. And then the voice that you pick out says, "Oh, Theory, we found your new horse. We want to come. We want to see you ride your new horse."
Don't have a horse. I have a nightmare, and I don't play with children. So either you come in here and have a conversation, or you go
Horse,
fuck
nightmare,
off.
they're all the same thing.
Ugh. Children. I hate fucking children. Why did it have to be children?
Gormain wants you to play too.
Gormain doesn't play, so no.
Gormain
Can I
plays
roll
with
an
us.
insight? Can I roll an insight?
Sure.
Please tell me when she goes out glitter.
Covered in glitter?
Yeah.
24. Natural 20 for 24.
Something's not feeling right.
Obviously.
What do you want me to give you on that?
Like, one, who the fuck are the children? Why do they want me to come out? And two, are they lying to me about Gorman being there? Are they lying to me about, wanting to play?
The thing is, the one that's speaking, you do recognize the voice
Okay.
from before you went to hell.
Oh, fuck.
You
Okay.
can't place it. It's your time with this Spader has gone to like such an extent that your life before is fragmentary. Like you might remember bits and pieces when you think really hard. But there's something about the voice that does kind of hit that nerve.
Like that I hate this person nerve? Or...
It brings you back to a childhood where you did go out and play.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna draw my axe, and I'm gonna go out and play.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and try and fucking kill them.
You step out the door and you see the lights emanating from around the corner. And now you get a good look at it. You recognize this particular glow as one that comes from Gormain. You go around the corner, everything vanishes.
Stupid fucking children.
If only you had a blue lightsaber.
So now, all of you wake up. Storm has passed. You're all in your beds. Sun is rising. sky is clear, but something feels very wrong. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
You little. Why?
And you thought I was drawing that line too far out.
I don't
The
think there
only
was
way
any
I was
way
going to
around
have
it.
you guys go around the pools of despair is if you said you went down to the coast.
Yeah, I don't think there was any way around it.
Do they
See?
go up to the
Should've
top
just-
as well? If we had taken the top?
They would have been like on the outskirts of Xandri.
Give
Yeah, which is
fuck.
we're better off to not be that side anyway.
That's some bullshit.
Should've
So
just
I
done
I
like
sent
it.
you all messages. I don't think
Yep.
I need to say, but don't share those.
Come on! Seriously?
Nope,
I
we'll
don't
deal with that
need
next
to
time.
share. We don't need to share.
So I want to make sure that's
Oh, that
that's
message,
perfectly clear.
okay.
Yeah, no, for
I
sure.
saw that and I was like, I don't get it.
How do you not get it?
Well, it was out of the blue. I didn't understand what was happening. All right, I understand.
It's like
Oh,
after a
man.
minute,
So
I started cluing
question.
in, but
Do
Calico
we
had not a freaking clue.
do we feel like that message could
We're
be,
gonna deal with it next time.
damn it. Alright, fine. Fuck you then.
You're evil. I
I like it.
approve.
This
I
is
approve.
really cool. I really like this whole situation, though it's such a pain in the ass.
Oh my god.
Well, you want to give us the
On
Outro.
that
Outro?
note,
Well, if you guys liked our brand of cast as much as we enjoyed playing it, please give us a follow. It helps out greatly, and you'll be able to know whenever we start going live. If you scroll down low, you'll find links to our Discord, YouTube, as well as TikTok, Booty's Twitch, and Springer's Knives. Sorry. Our Discord is free and open to everybody. We'd love to see you there. Our YouTube, we usually put up replays of our sessions, usually 2 days after the fact. Astro's TikTok, he does a lot of D&D themed videos, but also a variety of other ones as well. They're all pretty great. Go check them out. I think you'll enjoy. Booty's Twitch, he streams once or twice a week, and he is always friendly and engaging with the chat, so I think you'd enjoy hanging out with him for a little while. And then Springer's Knives, we have, like I said, we have a link down below. He does custom orders and such. You'd have to go on there to see what's available at the moment, but I have one myself, and it's pretty great. I love it. Today was our Rise of the Everchosen campaign. You'll find us back here this Sunday for our Empires for the Silk Road, and next Tuesday for the When Nine Lights Rise, and then back here again. So, and again, all at the same time block. So, I hope to see you there. I believe that's everything. So, back to you.
We'll see you all Sunday. Till then, bye everybody.
bye.
Bye bye.